Alright, so this is the first skip video I'm gonna do today. So this is just an Oasis. This ends up as a 2-1 win for us. We're running the Rhine Diva composition for tanks. We're running Mercy Moyer for heals, and we're running Junkrat McCree for deeps.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Taking off.
So we start out with the rollout for us on the point. Okay, let's look at their comp actually first. They're running Roadhog with the Reinhardt. They're running Moira Mercy, and then they're doing McCree or Reaper and May. Which the reason you would want to do that is Reaper's really good to have, especially right now. He does a lot of damage, but the Junkrat kind of fills the same role for us. And then the May obviously helps their tank line a lot more than a McCree or a Junkrat can. It's kind of the reason you run that. But the McCree pick is still good here. Is McCree kind of soft counters Reaper. It's kind of more of a winning the 1v1 engagement, but McCree is favored in that fight. So their rotation is to go around Bouncy Castle. We're playing on point here. So far this is all pretty good. They take high ground, they all push high ground, so we just back out. And this is how we should do it. We should kind of play, especially if they're going to play high ground now, and they do, but if they want to play up here, their Rhine shield up here, then we just stand back here. We just stand behind this. We have this whole thing to cover us, and they have to jump on point to contest it. So that's what we did there, and that's what they ended up doing, was jumping down to come and fight this. So their May pushes forward here. And the Reaper is teleporting up behind us. Their team is very split here. Their May uses her Ice Block really, really early. And we should probably be able to kill her here. Their Reaper drops on our backline, and the Rhine pins in. I'm not sure I'm really too big a fan of this pin, but I think this was more to deal with the May. Either way, you should be fine. The team should be able to help you. The Reaper is low. He's using Wraith. Probably called that out, but May is our target right now, and we get her. So we back up. And we're just continuing to brawl this on the fight. I get hooked, I get demacked. They res the May, so now it's equal fight again, but the Rhine is very low, and you get the Mercy. So that's really good on you. Damage boost is very good there, and also the support positioning here. This is much better on the support positioning than the VOD that I did the other day. Mercy's playing behind. You see, there's so much distance you can get on this beam. There's no reason to play forward here. And now after you get your kill, you just back out. We block the hook. We lose our Junkrat, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. Alright, and so we need to make sure we help our Mercy here. The Reaper is really low again. We lose our Kree to their May. Spam damage because we can't really protect them. We need to be helping our Reinhardt here. Reinhardt's very low, and we get the res on the Kree though. We'll probably lose our Mercy though. And they probably end up cleaning this fight up pretty quickly after that. So we regroup. Do we swap? Okay, we swap off the Diva onto the Hog immediately, which is the right play here, especially when they're playing the May, the Reaper, and the Roadhog. There's not really too much you can do on Diva, so we swap that over. But that's the only swap we really should have to make anytime soon. So we engage in again. Oh, this is their May plays aggro. We get a hook and a kill. She dies. We continue to kind of play forward. The Reaper is behind us, but the McCree is here to force Wraith form. We lose our Junkrat, but we can res it. They use their Shatter. Hits nobody. We block it. Nice block. We use our Coalescence. This is good. This is to help us sustain this fight. Finding as they pop their Coalescence, we kill their... And I like this. I really like this on the Reinhardt. You just keep swinging. There's no reason to hold shield. You're just swinging, doing so much damage. 75 per target per swing, and we just melt them. They got their Mercy here. They're using the Roadhog ult. It's good we clean that up. And this fight was really well played. We cleaned it up real nice and good. The Reaper uses ult. He kills our Mercy, but he wasted ult to not even really stall point for very long, and he still dies for it. We cap point. So we're down on Mercy, but it should be fine. She's coming back. She'll have Valkyrie next fight. So they're pushing in, and our Mercy's on her way back. So yet again, we just have the Junkrat set up on this high ground here, just kind of spamming damage in. They use the May ult, which Okay, so we fly into the male by accident. And that's just... she'd already thrown it, you had already flying away. And right here, we need to make sure we're helping our Reinhardt, keeping him alive. And he gets deleted. Should be alright. We lose our Moira to a Rein pin, who just kind of YOLO pins. I think they clean this fight up then. Yeah, there's not really much we can do here. We get the res on the Reinhardt, but then we lose our Mercy. And then we lose our Reinhardt again. This was kind of just lost. So this was a good play by them. They engaged with ultimates and they won that fight. And we weren't able to keep our Reinhardt alive through that because of the zoning ult from the Mei. So we just regroup. They use their Mei wall early. We note this. And we can basically just break the wall down now. And we can push forward here. They use hook, they get nothing with it. Our Junkrat's still up here on high ground. He's got tire as well. I think we're coordinating this tire in a second. Yep. So we call, and you can see their team's very split. We force the Reaper and their Moira to use their Fade abilities. We kill the Reinhardt with that, and we should be able to... We should be advantaged in this fight. We hook the Hog in. He should die now. We get their Moira. We're on their Mei now. The Reaper's behind us. McCree cleans that up. That's nice. We're using Valk here. So nice lot of bit of damage. The Reinhardt pushes forward. And team kill. So that was just really good. Really well played by us. We coordinated ults there and just rolled their team. Alright then, so next fight coming in. We're back in the same kind of positions again. We're playing at this doorway, which this is a really good doorway to hold. If you kind of... Because it means they have to push for you to even be contesting point. So you're just wasting more time. So this corner especially, this is kind of where the Reinhardt should be holding. They waste their Mei wall to try and get through here. I think this is an attempt to wall the Reinhardt off. But it was a failed attempt. And then we have Junkrat just throwing pills up from up here. This is really good. This is just really suppressing them. It's making it very hard for them to push here. So ultimates we have. As far as ultimates go, we have Shatter here. We have Roadhog ult. We have High Noon. We have Moira ult. So we have a lot of ults here compared to their ults. They only have 2, and they're pretty close to Death Blossom, and they're a little over halfway on Mercy, Hog, and Mei ult. So we get a huge Shatter. They block it. Their shield is still... They've got a little bit of shield left, so it's unfortunate they blocked that. That was a good opportunity. They used their Shatter. They knocked down 2, but we clean that up with Hog ult. We get the res on the Reinhardt. So yeah, this should be a one fight. I think at this point even we don't really need to use any more ults. We do need to make sure we help our Kree here, which we do turn around to come and help him. There we go. We kill their Hog. And we clean that fight up. That was really good by us. Now they use wall again from their Mei here. Is that Frisbee? Yeah, they use their Frisbee as well. This is really bad. They're using a lot of ults in really poor places. Or abilities, not ults, but abilities. We're just kind of throwing damage in. We've got another Riptire. We throw the Riptire in. We should kill their Hog there. We do. Their Mei comes in with her ult. We kill her though. And it's just Reaper who's going to be able to touch the point. He does have Death Blossom. So if we're tracking ults, we should be aware of that. But he's probably going to kill... Right? Yeah, he's going to pop that. He's going to kill... 3. We should be alright though. This is still winnable. We should be able to kill him. And we do. And then it's just their Baptiste, and he won't even be able to touch in time. He's going to try, but he's too late. That was really well played by us. They were using abilities and ultimates much more poorly than we were. And we were able to capitalize on that every time they did. Every time they wasted an ability, we were able to use that to our advantage. So that's a kind of important thing, is make sure we all call out when we see abilities like that. Because it can win fights to have those abilities. So for this map, they swapped. They're now running Doomfist instead of the Mei. But other than that, they kept the composition the same. We kept the same. So as far as our rotation goes, we go through this room here. They're going through main. This is perfectly fine. Our Junkrat gets hooked because he's out from behind the shield. He gets pushed back, and I think the Doomfist is going to get a 2k here with an uppercut or something stupid. In a second. He goes in to get our Junkrat. Yep. And this is poor play by me as well. Just being aware that there is a Doomfist, I shouldn't really be playing in this corner. And I didn't rotate out after I went to go get the kill. I stayed here. We lose our McCree. I get uppercut and just slide off the map. It's okay. We res here. So we might lose our mercy to that. So we need to be a bit more careful with that. It doesn't really matter, especially because this fight is probably already lost. But we need to be more careful about when we're resing. If Mercy gets a res but dies, it's still unfavorable for us because it's better to have the Mercy than there really isn't very many times where resing someone is better than having a Mercy. Right, so we lose the first fight there, but we are able to get out. We help our Junkrat out. And we should just regroup and push again. Alright then, so looking into this next one. We have Tire, which is why the Junkrat should be playing back here. Alright then, that makes sense to me. So we're not getting too much value until he pops Tire. So we go the Tire down. And we don't get anything, they play Split for that, which is good by them. So their Doomfist comes here on our Junkrat, but we are able to clean that up, he dies. And we're just playing on point. So now let's see how this is going here. We're playing here with our Reinhardt. He's kind of alone now. He's got 3 people, even 4 people on him with the Mercy pocketing as well, with just both supports on him. So he's stuck here holding shield right now. The Kree is kind of doing chip damage from far away. I don't like his positioning on Mercy. I think the Mercy should be playing way back here. There's a mini health pack right there. You can be playing right here. You can play back here, or you can play back here with the Kree. But honestly, both supports here. This is really bad. On both supports here, this is obviously you're closer to the enemy team than you are your own Reinhardt. And if they had good target priority, they should have been able to kill you there. It's okay. We get their Reinhardt. I think we are able to clean this up. The Reinhardt's low. He uses Shatter. We stop him. The Reaper is here on our backline, and our Kree is here protecting our backline. This is exactly what he's supposed to be doing. And this matchup is favorable for the Kree, and he should be able to clean it up in a second. Yep, Reaper's all dead, and we cap point. So going into this next fight, the ultimates we have High Noon, we have Coalescence, and we're pretty much we have Shatter, and we're pretty close to Valkyrie, and then we're halfway on the other 2. As far as their ultimates go, the only things they really have right now is they will have Whole Hog, they will have Doomfist ult, they will have Death Blossom. They're about 3/4 of the way to Mercy ult, and then they used Coalescence and Earth Shatter in that last fight. So yeah, so we push up here, especially on this point. There isn't really a great chokehold to hold. You kind of just want to play on point, but there's nothing wrong with just kind of holding this corner and then rotating back to point, or yeah, I'll pull up the other part in a second. This is a really good spot to hold because it gives you a lot of sight lines when they're coming in. And then the other one that would be good is you can play up here. You can play like on this doorway right here. This doorway right here is really good to just kind of hold shield. So either one of those, and then you just pull back to point when they start to push in. You want to fight on point for the most part on this point. There isn't really a great spot to hold in front of point. So we just kind of keep that. But we do that. They rotate around through this left door. We're a little late on the rotation, but it should be fine. Alright then, so now I'm gonna slow this down again. So their Doomfist is up here on our Kree. He's got the Moyer ball, so it might be kind of hard. So someone should turn around and help our Kree here. We should make sure our Kree knows about this. But he uses his ultimate anyways. Ooh. And our Moyer gets pinned here. Here, I wanna... You did have Fade. I do want to see where you were standing when that happened. So yeah, so same kind of thing with the supports here. The Moira is probably kind of fine because she's playing behind her Reinhardt. The Mercy though, especially that rotation, that was not necessarily the right way to go. Rotating this way around the pillar just leaves you to being shot. Obviously, you're trying to get somewhere back here right now as your target position, so you could have just walked this way. And just pathing like that as well is just kind of important to make sure we get right. So their Reinhardt, when does he pin our Moira here? Does he just go for it? Okay, yeah, that's just unlucky. I'm not even gonna mention that. We get a shatter off. We hit 2 with the shatter. That's a big shatter. We should be able to clean those targets up. We get their mercy. We get their Roadhog low, but they pop Death Blossom. They pop both DPS ults to win that fight. We have a Valking Mercy. Do we go for this res? I don't know. Okay, now that we're investing ults, I would like one of these reses to happen if we have res. Just be careful, mindful of Doomfist though. He should die. He should be cleaned up pretty quickly. He gets out though. It's unfortunate. Actually, no. I chase. Bye, buddy. I think the Mercy's gonna go for that res, if I'm not mistaken. No, she doesn't have res. Damn. Actually, no, he swaps. He swaps to Junker anyway. So they come through this main choke again at the midpoint again. We get our McCree gets hooked. That's a really good hook by them. So yeah, we just kind of make sure we play it safe when that happens. But we are able to get our Kree out to help our Reinhardt. We pop High Noon. The only problem with this High Noon, this is a good spot, but there's a Roadhog. He can hook you very easily there. You get the Mercy though. They don't really do anything to stop you there. That's really good. Well played. Hog gets 2 off the map though with his ultimate, and we lose. That's always a risk when there's a Roadhog, and playing there was not a good choice by me. And I missed the hook to stop him. So we swap over to the Reaper from the McCree. So now we're playing a full mirror match now. We're playing a full mirror match now at this point. And as far as ultimates go, they have Shattered, they have Mercy ult, they're pretty close to Coalescence, and they're less than halfway to everything else. As far as our ultimates go, we're pretty close to Whole Hog. We have Riptire. We'll probably have Coalescence in this next fight, and then we are pretty close to Shatter as well. So we're going at this rotation again with the Junkrat here. I'm not sure if I really... Oh, you have Tire again. Never mind. You're perfectly fine doing this. I like that. Alright then. So there, Reaper pushes forward, but he uses his Riptire to get his Wraith to get away. We lose a Reinhardt. Okay, so this is a coordination issue. The Reinhardt was continuing to push forward. Everyone else rotated around this left side, and the supports weren't with him. The Hog wasn't with him. The Reaper wasn't with him, and he dies because of that. He's left alone. Is able to be singled out and killed. They pop their Coalescence here to try and win this fight, and I think we start losing people here. They should be able to clean this up. This is favorable for them now. Yeah, we get the res off on the Moira. Help our Roadhog. We pop our Riptire. Oh no. Okay, so we stabilize and we come back to the point. So we get the Riptire off here. I think they kill this tire. No, we get the Mercy with it. That's huge. Okay, we hook their Reaper as well. We should be more aware of this. What happens? He uses Wraith form. We block the Shatter. That's huge. We kill their Moira. We get our Shatter off. Hits both their tanks. We lose our Junkrat, or lose not our Junkrat, our Roadhog to the Junkrat. We're on their Junkrat. They're going to use their Reaper ult. Okay, so this was really well played by them. The problems I have with this, we are cleaning up here, but the Mercy positioning especially, you can be playing so much further back from here. You can be playing back behind this pillar, or you can be playing here, and when he pulls the Reaper ult, you can get behind the pillar much easier. This positioning got you killed here. This is a really good ult by him. Do we have Moira Coalescence? Or Fade? We do have Fade as well. We shouldn't lose either of our supports here, but I think we're probably going to lose both of them to this. So he's able to kill basically everyone except for the Junkrat on point, and then it's 2v1 for the Junkrat to clean up, and there's a Riptire to kill him, and they clean that fight up. So that was well played by them. Alright then, and then third point. Which one is third point? It's what? It's over here. Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we're this time we're blue team. Okay, so we go through this inside door as our first rollout. They used Baptiste Frisbee so early in this. They swapped again from the Mercy, or they swapped the Moira onto the Baptiste. But other than that, it's a mirror comp. So we see this Frisbee. We can either wait this out or try and burn it down. When we do. Now they have no immortality field. Their most important ability for their keeping everyone alive has already been wasted. And they used Wraith Form on the Reaper. Their Mercy dies. And the Reaper's here in this right room. Just on our hogs. Yeah, and we should clean that fight up super easily. So we do. We just insta-cap, team kill, super big. They swap off the Moira from the Baptiste. So yeah, going back to this fight, they pushed forward here, coming right side. So we keep our Reinhardt. He pins. Yeah, this is a really good pin. I like this pin. Because you were thinking about where you were going. You slid off the geometry here, but your idea either way was to put yourself right here. Which this is perfectly fine as well, but this was your spot you wanted to stand and hit the pin. So that was a really good short pin, purely with the intention of doing damage to the Reinhardt. He counter pins, but you're standing to the side, so you don't get hit. You get knocked into the pit, unfortunately, because of that. But we go ahead and we fight forward. So we're just kind of having the Reapers go against each other. Our Reaper, he goes forward. We kill the Reinhardt. The Roadhog's in this right room. We should kill him here. He gets hooked. We use our vape. We just force our back. And I'm not sure this coalescence is super necessary. We've already pretty much won this fight. But to be fair, if you are, I don't know, yeah, the juice is low and you think of probably using Moira Orb. If not, then you should have used that before, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Moira ult is really fast, and you are still getting lots of value out of it, and then you do get knocked down into the pit, which is unfortunate. The Roadhog hooks our Reaper, but he has Wraith Form. He gets back out. And we should clean this fight up now. So going into this next fight, as far as ultimates go, they're going to have 5 online, and they're halfway to Coalescence. As far as our ultimates go, we're going to have the same 5 online, and we're a little bit behind on our Coalescence, because we used it later. We kill their Junkrat, though, going in. Their Reaper dives in alone. He has to use Wraith to get out. He falls down into the pit. So we're on this Reinhardt here. This is good. This should be our target right now. Okay, in this position, because they're already down and stuff like that, and we know their positioning is not very good, Reinhardt should just be pushing forward and swinging his hammer, which you do end up doing right here. But you're holding shield right now. You should just be swinging hammer. There's no reason to hold shield. And you do. You come in here and you just start swinging that hammer. You do so much damage as Reinhardt. Team isn't behind you, which is what gets you killed there. But we should have been able to help you with that. Alright, we pop our Hoag ult. And the Reaper on the point. We win that duel with the Reaper. Lose our Moira to it, but we should be alright. Keep our Roadhog alive. They swap to the Zenyatta off the Moira, going into this final fight. We use our Reaper ult, which is doing damage to the Reinhardt, but it is a bit early for them. And but to be fair, they just have to touch. They try and use their Rein ultimate, but they don't get it off. We kill their Mercy, but she does get the res. We pop our Tire. We shatter and tire a Reinhardt that is still in the immortality of being res. This is unfortunate. They use their Reaper ult, which I think we probably would have liked to have had our shatter for that instead. Their Hog comes in with his ultimate. Pops it. Yeah, this should be winnable for us though. So even with that, we res our Moira back up. So now we've got both supports. We've got Junkrat, we've got Reinhardt, and coming back, we should have our Reaper and our Roadhog very soon. Oh no, we have a Roadhog. They use their Tire, but it's just Reaper on point. We should be able to clean this up. We do. They tire, so it's just a Reinhardt though, and the Junkrat probably can't make it on point in time, and we end up winning that.